Welcome to HP Tuner's Ford Gen 1 Coyote Training Part 7. In this training module, we're going to take a look at using our Template Applicator feature. Our Template Applicator is found in our VCM Editor software. It is allowing us to take bits and pieces of data, tables, or information from one calibration file and import it into another. It is going to act as a base map generator, allowing us to populate a base map extremely quick. We're going to cover how it works and how to go in and import or export the data using this Template Applicator feature. We're going to have a lot to cover. Let's jump in so we can check this out.
Okay, so let's get started. We're going to be taking a look at working with our Template Applicator and Template Editor feature found within our VCM Editor software. Now, both of these are going to be used when we want to go and extract data out of a file that we've tuned, and it's data that we know we can bring into another file. This is going to make the process automated. So, for example, if we want to go in and bring in our torque truncation tables that we have to go and raise the limits on, bring it into another file so it saves us from editing all the tables and going in and hand fitting all of the data, we can do that using the Template Applicator feature. So what we need to do is start off with a file that we know that we've tuned and we have all the information from. And we want to go and export that data out and bring it into another file. Let's say it's a stock equivalent file with very similar modifications. We can bring that data, export it out of one file and import it into another, and it'll populate that file out and essentially create a base map within less than a minute. Very, very quick. Let's look at how we're going to be doing this, because this is a very, very valuable feature, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of redundant Coyote tuning. So the first thing we're going to do is open up that file that we're going to take the data from. So this is going to be the file that I've worked with, that I've done some tuning on, and I'm going to go in and take specifically the torque truncation tables, the speed limiter table. I'm going to take some information from the variable cam mapping, and I might take some other information depending on what else we find here. But those are some things that I definitely want to import into another Coyote file, I should say. Let's go ahead and do this right now. So let me go ahead and go to File, Open. And I'm going to go into a 2013 Mustang GT example. I've already tuned this out on this particular car. I'm going to go in here and grab the very last file for reference that we're going to take that data from. We're going to go here and click Open. What that's going to do is open up the file in our VCM Editor software. The next thing we're going to do is jump into Tools up at the top here, and we're going to go to Template Editor. This is where we're going to create an actual template applicator file so that we can simply open the file with the exported data and import it into our new file that we want to work with and bring that data into. So it's saving us time. So the first thing we need to do is jump up here and create a new file. You can do this as many times as you like, exporting data out of various different files. So you can combine a bunch of different files, and you can open them up in the Template Applicator and start to import them into your existing file. But let's just create one for right now just to keep things simple. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click that new file, which is going to start to bring my values in here. You can see the icons are starting to highlight and light up. So what we're going to do here, if we jump across, we see we have a select parameters to import. We have a import parameters from template, and then also have import unsaved parameters. Now, this is going to be different of how we might want to work with things. If I have a file, let's say I've done all of the calibration and tuning on, and I haven't yet saved it and put it away into a folder, let's just say it's still open, I can jump in here and go into my icon, import unsaved parameters. So this would be taking data from my file that hasn't been saved yet. So I haven't went to File, Save, or Save As. I can simply export that into its own Template Applicator type of file. Now, I typically don't do that. I usually save all my files as I'm going in the process, so that doesn't really apply to what I do or how I calibrate. We also have this import parameters from template. What this is going to do is import everything from our actual file and allow you to just essentially take all the information and put it right into your new file that you want to work with. Now, I don't recommend to do that because a lot of things could change, and that could throw off things in terms of variable cam mapping or spark timing mapping, the way that this Gen 1 Coyote is going to work. So what I like to do is use my option here, select parameters to import. What this is going to do, if I click this icon right here, it's going to open up and allow me to specifically filter out the tables that I want to import. Only the data that I know is going to be redundant or specific data that I want to bring into my new file. So for example here, in the speedometer, if I click on this, click on a limiter. We have our limits right here. We have a speed limiter versus ambient temperature. I want to bring that in because I raised that up to 200 miles per hour. We also have limit by airflow, and we have a VSS ECT limit and ECT hysteresis. We want to go ahead and click that as well. So we want to go and bring in these speed limiters that I've raised so we don't hit them when we're trying to drive at height.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.